Hello and welcome to a Let's Play with Pepper special. Um, Today we're changing things up. I'm not doing this live while I'm playing. I'm actually recording this narration off of these replays because I wasn't actually recording live when I did this. But it was a bombing run I did on the enemy capital on this map. I noticed that most of the radar for the bases on the way to the capital the radar was down, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to hit at the capital. Wasn't sure whether I was going to make it or not. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But in the end, it was a lot of fun, so I saved the replay and decided to sort of have an editing extravaganza where I do exterior shots and all kinds of cool stuff. So here we go. Now I do apologize for some of the lag. The replay viewer for Aces High is all sorts of crap, but I did the best I could with it. Right now I'm just taking off, getting on my initial climb to get to altitude for my mission. This is obviously quite a long process, but I have edited it with movie magic. So otherwise this video would be like a friggin' hour or something. And now we're just settling into our climb before we make our course corrections to head towards the capital. Right now I'm sort of heading the capital would be to the right and I'm heading past it, but I just wanted to climb and I figured I'd have more time to climb if I elongated the route. Now, enjoy the radio chatter while it lasts, because soon it will be gone and we will be behind enemy lines until further notice. Now, we will fast forward a bit right here. Now, this is, I believe I'm at around 5,000 feet, still going in the same direction. This is when I spot my first problem. In a moment now you'll see a Spitfire, an enemy Spitfire pop up. There it is, right to my 4 o'clock. Thankfully I have this friendly who seems to occupy him for the moment. But I definitely keep my eyes on him, or I should say my guns on him. But yeah, don't want to give anything away, but this guy is an ongoing problem throughout this whole campaign, but I won't give away any details. Anyway, at this point he was getting kind of too close for comfort, and I was thinking about doing a few bursts. When I am firing, I'm not really trying to hit him. It would have been nice, but I was mainly just trying to make tracers go flying past his cockpit, so he thought twice about coming at me, and for the time being, it seems to work. Well, I haven't fired any shots yet, but alright, I'm just making my first part of a series of maneuvers that I'll be making to get aligned with the capital. There is a burning vehicle base to my 10 o'clock, more like 11 o'clock. The Spitfire is still a problem. He's down low at around maybe 3,000 feet. At this point I think I'm up to I think it's 7,000 feet or so. I can't actually see the gauge because I can't record this while in full screen mode. So here I'm just leveling off, keeping an eye on that Spit. I think he managed to shoot down my friend, so now he's more concerned with coming after me. So I go over into the gunner position. it would have been nice if I had a gunner for this mission, but I didn't, so I just did it myself while the plane was in autopilot. Now, any moment now, I'll be opening fire just to try and keep him away from my formation. Didn't really expect to shoot him down. I wouldn't expect to shoot him down unless he was right behind me at about 600 feet away, or 600 yards away, or whatever. But my machine gun, my 50 caliber, seems to have scared him off for the time being. Now, right now, you can just see the capital city at my 2 o'clock, soon to be 12 o'clock. This was just, I believe, second in a series of turns that I'm making to get aligned with my target. Spitfire is still around. Actually, I think he's disappeared at this point, so I'm on my own now, and I am quite far behind enemy lines at this point. The only thing that is saving me is probably the fact that all of their radars are down. However, the radar for the field that covers the capital is still up, so once I do my bombing run, or while I'm doing my bombing run, they will have me on radar. So basically the plan is just to get the bombs off and get out of there as fast as possible. Now, we have the flax coming up now. Not too much at the moment, but it does get a lot heavier. At this point, I'm doing my first calibration. I've leveled out, throttled back a little bit. This is just my first calibration to get the bomb sight aimed in the general direction of where I'm going to be bombing. Momentarily, I believe I'll be making a another turn to get on target. You can see the city coming into view now, the flax building up a bit. Now, the only problem with the replay is it doesn't actually show the bomb view once it's been calibrated, so you'll only be able to see the target once our planes are right over the target. I think about now I'll be just starting to bank to the right to line up with the downtown of the city. Alright, here we go. Bomb bay doors coming open any minute now. There we go. Doing my final calibration right about now. Bombs away. Now, at this point, it was throttle up and bank hard to the right and get back to friendly territory, because at this point I didn't really have that much hope of making it out of this. As you see, my plane, the plane that I was in, was just hit and it gets taken out shortly. I lose that plane. However, thankfully, I just go on to me number 2. So now we've got 2 planes of the original 3 left. The other one's sort of having trouble keeping up with my evasive maneuvers. Now, momentarily, I'm going to be putting a sort of a trail to show my turns, because I'm right now I'm using slight turns every 10 seconds in order to avoid the flak. You'll be able to see that momentarily. see, doing one slight bank to my right, and then momentarily we're going to bank slightly to the other direction. Now this was to throw off the targeting of the flak. I don't know if it actually works in Aces High, but I was watching a video a while ago about it was like a training film for avoiding flak when you're doing a bombing run, and it basically it was to turn every 10 seconds or so. So whenever they target you, then you turn so their volley ends up where you aren't, if that makes any sense. Flak's finally starting to die down. Can sort of relax a little bit at this point. Still the occasional flak going up around me, but no enemy aircraft spotted yet. Things are good. At this point, I'm still unsure whether I'd make it back. Now, this is about 5 or 10 minutes later, starting to come in view of friendly territory, and this was sort of a cool moment because I saw a dot out there and I looked on the map and noticed it was a friendly, the first friendly I've seen since being behind enemy lines. So it was kind of a cool moment when it came into sight, and I sort of thought, oh, I'm gonna be okay.
I knew you would. Yeah, that's a long around the capital. Oh, there you go. The dragon is fit.
Yep, that Spitfire was still tagging along with me, but now that he's going the other way, I'm home free. And now here I am just banking in my last turn for my approach to the runway. At this point, I think I'll just leave you to the landing and the comforting, warm blanket of friendly radio chatter.
Triplex long 6. Coming to you. Rico is not going to make it out of here. I hardly ever fly nowadays. I'm on the floating. Toronto, LA boy. Turn with it.
well, until next time.